Hello. Hello. Okay, give me 1 second. I just realized that I'm. So by the time you hear this, I'm like 30 seconds ahead. Is what I just learned. So okay, so Mara stock is doing exactly what you would expect. It's doing what? It's in a bull run. It's in a bull run. It's gonna explode here above 20, and we're gonna see it go to at least 22.50, then 25. So that's what's going on with Mara stock. I don't know why people are concerned about this one. It's about to break out here out of this ascending wedge. So that's a big one right there. Let me grab this, and I'm gonna grab my tool there. There we go. I need to go to Twitter, make sure. Okay. So what is this? Mara stock. So Mara stock, it's a buy. This is your last chance to buy. Like this is your time to buy right now, because as soon as it breaks out of this channel, or ascending triangle, because that's a pattern. That's the pattern we're playing. As soon as that breaks out, it's going to sell targets of 22.50 and 25. And that's it. Just keep it simple. You see a chart pattern like that, you immediately start looking for what kind of pattern is it? Bullish, bearish, and is it going to go up or down? We don't know, but we can tell based off of this candle here on the weekly time frame. It's getting ready to. It's ready to go. It just is. And on the monthly time frame, you know that we're in a bull market because we got that white line crossing over the yellow line. So it's inevitable that we're going to go higher. And then from there, you start looking at price targets. So the next level here would be, 22. 22 right here, this whole area here, 22.5, 22.5. 22 to 22.5, then from there, 25. Like that's a big level. 25 is a really, really big level on the weekly. You can go to the daily and get a closer look, and you can see much more clearly the moment we get above this $21 level. The next level is 22.30 to 22.5, and then 25.60. So that's the big play. Let me just post that. Make sure people get the play. Sold cover calls against Mara already. Maybe Michael Clark. Who are you in the Discord? There's no Michael Clark in my Discord as far as I know. So either you are in the Discord or you're not. Because you make it sound like you are in my Discord and you bought Mara. But I'm not. I don't know. Yes, someone in the morning was scared because they saw this. Or this was a big red candle, by the way, and it turned green. So buyers are still here. So I don't know what is there to be concerned about. So this is a buy. This is absolutely a buy. And you know what's funny is Mara stock is a buy. Meanwhile, Bitcoin is having a red day. So it's funny how that works. We would expect Bitcoin to pump too, because if Mara's finding support, we should see Bitcoin rally sometime over the weekend, I hope. Because then we'd get a gap up on Mara stock itself. So that's a play right there. You should buy more. You should buy. I bought 1,000. I'm not scared one bit. Too many people, they're scared because they don't understand the technicals. White line crossed over the yellow line. What does that mean? It means we're in a bull market. Well, guess what? Mara stock just entered a bull market September 1st. And here's month 2, and it's barely the beginning of October, and it's a big green candle. We're looking good. What is there to be concerned about? We're in a bullish pattern as well. You just have so much confluence that it's hard not to be bullish. And I know some people were asking me, oh, you're chasing. I am Santino. My name is wrong on YouTube login. Okay. I was confused. I'm like, who the hell is this guy? He's talking like he's in the Discord, but I don't know a Michael Clark. Okay, you're Santino. Yeah, was it you? I don't know who was asking me. But there was someone that was scared because it was like red. And I'm like, what are you scared about? You got to zoom out. Too many people are thinking short term. They're waking up in the morning looking at their phone and going, oh my God, it's down. Oh my God, it's at 19.43. They get all scared, and then look where it is now. Look where it is now at the end of the day. So maybe we tank here at 3. I don't know. But it's looking good. On the monthly, on the quarterly time frame, guess what do you see? What do you see on this quarterly time frame? It was a wedge, and it broke out. And that would mean that we're going to have a few quarters of upside. So, like, people just aren't looking at the big picture. That's why you always want to look at the big picture. Oh, well, maybe it's not you, G. Yeah, maybe it's not you. But there was someone in my Discord that was like, oh, man, are we going to add more? Is it going to keep going down? Some people need to learn to not fear the red. So we're good on Mara. We are. This is chef's kiss. This is going to be beautiful once this explodes. Okay, so we're looking good on that. Oh yeah, and NUAI. Whoa, look at that. $3 rejection. If it can break above 3, we go to 4. So tomorrow I'm going to keep an eye on this one. I might day trade it like I did today. Because look at that. You could have just day traded it over and over and over and over and over again on these crossovers. Because that's what you can do when you have that kind of momentum behind the stock. So that's a good one for tomorrow. Nvidia, I don't care. I could just buy 50 shares and sit on it. I don't care about that. What else? So I'm going to remove the ones that I don't care about. I don't care about you. I don't care about you. Coinbase, don't care about you at all. Webull, I already traded you. Get out of here. Is there anything here? MSTR, I already have shares, so I'm good on that. Bitcoin, I only have it here to keep an eye on it. BMNR, if Bitcoin's going to find support here at 12,000, which it did tease, which I told you guys, if this is going to come down, it's going to come down and retest 120,000, not 12,000. 120,000, which it did. It did it like perfectly. Look at that. It's just so perfect, these levels. I don't know why they work. They just do. And it's bouncing off of there and finding buyers. So that's good. So BMNR, I am tempted to buy a call. Holy crap. This looks like a double cup. So cup here, it comes down and then it rallies. So is this a cup that's going to form? This is a cup and then a handle and then a breakout. That's what I'm thinking here. I might actually alert right now. Let me check. Let me check the options chain for BMNR because I have better timing. I have better timing than Joey Shaw. I got better timing than Joey Shaw. Yeah, with calls, you better have good timing. You can't just be buying calls and hoping for the best. Let's see. This Friday might actually be a pump. It might be a pump this Friday. You know why I say that? Because BMNR here, 1, 2, 3 green days in a row. I mean red days in a row. So last time we got 3 red days in a row, like here, it was followed by green. It was followed by a pullback here. We had 3 red days, 3 green days to follow. So it's tempting. I'm tempted. If I alert it, it'll be end of day. Today. BMNR. Let me just look at the options chain. Wait, is BMNR in a bull run? It is in a bull run. You can see in the monthly time frame. Yep, we're in a bull run, looking good. But let's look at the quarterly, yearly, monthly. Let's go to the weekly. This weekly makes me a little nervous, though. Sort of. Is that an ascending triangle? That looks like an ascending triangle, actually. That looks like an ascending triangle. Unless you want to include the wick, but... yeah, this looks like we're getting a pullback up here, and then we would maybe finally break out and go higher. That's what that looks like. Unless I'm seeing this wrong. Let me go to the monthly. On the monthly, we're in an uptrend. Nah, that doesn't look right. You know what? Something doesn't feel right about that one. My gut is telling me, hell no. Something is telling me no. I don't know why. I just got that feeling like, no. Bro, I hope so. I have been an hour late on each trade alert recently, being on some positivity. Wow, this stock might gap up in after hours too. On top of that, but I'm not gonna chase it. LAES, I'm not gonna chase that. That also moved 30% in one day. Servobotics 30% in one day. I don't think I see anything else. BMNR, we'll see. If I might alert one call, one leap on it, but I might not. Because I had to have 100% confidence. Oh, look at DKNG. It's finally getting some bounce. Is it breaking out of... yeah. So it's right at support. Moved a whole dollar. Okay. This is right at the bottom. It loves to come down to the bottom of this range at around 34 to 32. Then it rallies back to 40s. So this is actually a better play than... This is a better play than BMNR. Wow. Let me look at the options chain for DKNG. Now that's a leap worth buying right there, because we know where support is. Here's where it bounced last time, and it can go back to like 50. So that's, and it's right here, like right at it. Like this is still a good time to buy. Let me check the options chain though. I'll buy one. I'm not gonna go crazy. Let me buy one at leap. $40 leap maybe? No. It's not a 40. Wow, are these leaps that cheap? They're only dude. What? These DKNG leaps they're cheap. Why are they so cheap? Yeah, 2027 December 17 expiration date. $40 strike. They're only $930. Huh. That looks... I'm... Oh, this is good. I'm not going to buy it today. I hope it doesn't gap up on me. I'll buy it tomorrow on a crossover. That way I have the momentum behind me. I don't want to chase it up here at the end of a green day. So DKNG, definitely buy a leap tomorrow. That's a good one right there. I like the setup right at the bottom too. I like that more than BMNR. BMNR, something just doesn't sit right with me. Got a bad feeling about it. Meta bounced already. Don't care. Nvidia, we're good on Nvidia. Palantir looking to break out, so that's another one. I'm gonna maybe add a leap tomorrow and flip it. So I'm gonna add because if it breaks above 187, we go to 190. So there's a good $3 flip there. I'll just take the $100. I'll just do the Nvidia strat, but this time with a call leap. If Nvidia breaks out, if Nvidia continues higher tomorrow and Palantir breaks out, we could see these two go to 200 by next week. So there's Netflix. We're already in on Netflix. I have not alerted any yet, but we're already in on this. We're holding for what, 1,500 plus. So we're good on that one. I'm not gonna buy calls. Screw that. I'm not buying calls on Netflix. No. I'm good with just buying shares. I'm not going to be greedy. I don't want to have to worry about theta decay or time or anything like that. Yeah, no. SoFi? What is SoFi doing? SoFi might be a good... Nah, I'm not interested personally. Looks like a good breakout and go higher. That looks like a bull flag. Probably on the smaller time frame. Yeah. SoFi in the smaller time frame here probably looks like a bull flag, right? Let's go to the 1 hour. Yeah, that kind of looks like, let me see. Yeah, that kind of looks like it's ready to go tomorrow. That's what I would expect, and it would probably go to at least, 29 then 30. So there's a play here, but I don't care for SoFi. But you know what? I'll keep an eye on it for tomorrow. Yeah, right now what I'm doing, what you're watching me do, is just looking for plays for tomorrow. Figured I'd stream that. So this is what I do when I look for plays. I just go to go through each stock and see like, okay, what's tomorrow gonna bring? What can I buy? What am I not gonna buy? What looks like trash? BBAI. Whoa, BBAI holding sevens. It's holding sevens, so if you want to buy it, I wouldn't blame you, but I like DK and G more right now. NVTS finding buyers as well. Barely holding on here. That looks like it might break out tomorrow. That looks kind of like a bull flag here. That doesn't look like a bull flag. That is a bull flag. What am I saying? We might get a big breakout tomorrow, maybe. Last Friday was red, so maybe this Friday is gonna be green because we had 3 red days in a row. That could be possible. That's something that's on my mind. Because you can't have too many red days in a row. Like at some point you're gonna have a green day. Sybil, by the way, Sybil, let me do this right now. I want you to see do you see the pattern? I'm not even gonna say anything. Do you see the pattern? I see it. I see it. Let me just grab some arrows here. This I'm gonna turn that yellow. Let's make that big. Let's make a copy of that. Can I even make a... Yeah, there's the copy. Okay, so I'm just gonna point to these candles and maybe you'll figure out what I mean by do you see the pattern. I see it right away. I'm gonna post this in the Discord and see who gets it right. Let's see who's actually smart in there, if they can see the pattern. Because I see it. I see the pattern. Let me grab... Oh, my artist just messaged me. I need to make sure I get back to him before he goes to sleep. Whoa, I'm currently taking a break. I got carried away. I didn't notice the time. It's already 3:30 a.m. I'll send this for now just in case you need it ASAP. If you ever need a revision, I'll do it to wake up tomorrow. Okay. Oh. Sounds good. Thank you. Go to sleep. I'll mark revisions if necessary. Thanks again. Okay. Alright. I already took care of him because he's from the Philippines. I guess he should be sleeping right now, but he just went crazy. What am I doing? Okay, so do you guys see it? Do you guys see the pattern? I'm going to post it right now in Discord. I'm going to do a poll and see who's let's see if people are smart here. Let's see how smart people are. Are people smart? Who knows? We're about to find out right now. Okay, I'm going to post it right now. I'm going to make a poll. Create poll. And what question do you want to ask? Okay, so since it's only 6 of you watching, because everyone else is probably getting off work or picking up their kids, because it's mostly Gen X and some millennials. Higher high, higher lows. That's not it. Anything else? There's something more important than that. Do you see it, Jomar? I see it. I wonder if you see it. You got to think outside the box. You're seeing the obvious, but think outside the box. We're smarter than that. Do you notice anything? This is a quarterly time frame, by the way. Quarterly time frame. Let me post this. Let me see. What question am I going to ask? This is a quarterly time frame on Sybil. Is it a buy? No, I need to rephrase that. I can rephrase that better. Let me just make sure my artist isn't going nuts. Sent. Alright, he just sent me the art. Okay, so I'm going to tell you right now, Jomar, because nobody else is here. Alright, here's the secret sauce. Ready? Because you probably aren't going to figure it out. Let me just tell my artist to have a good night, because I don't know why he isn't sleeping. It's not like I was holding a gun to his head. You better work on my art. I'm not paying you, 50 rupees to not draw art for me. Okay, so we do for a green month, LOL. You almost had it, but it was a green quarter is what we would expect. Yeah, a green quarter. So green quarter, red quarter, green quarter, red quarter, and this quarter just started in October. So what does that mean? It means, I don't know, historically, this October here in 2023, it was a big green October. So let me look at, and this October 2024, big green candle. So if history is going to repeat, we're going to see, there's no more data from this, but it's interesting, right? Isn't it interesting that every October, big green candle, this October, 2024, big green candle? I think exactly that's what's going to happen. We're going to get another big green candle on Sybil. It's that simple, but people don't look at the quarterly time frame and look for those kinds of patterns. That's what it is. It's a pattern. Green, red, green, red, green. So buy when it's, on the beginning of the quarter, essentially, which is October. So anyone getting in now on Sybil is basically buying just before the big run. Whereas if you bought, previous quarter, well, you've just been sitting on the position and averaging down, which is what I've been doing. But yeah, so this is a huge, huge buy. But people don't see this stuff. They don't see this stuff. So let me post it in the Discord and see if they're smart. Let's see who's smart. You know what? Even better, I want to ask Joey Shaw and see if he gets it. See if Mr. Smarty Pants gets it, because he doesn't do technical analysis. So, okay, so Sybil that's screaming, please buy me before I run away. That's what that's screaming. Let's go to the daily. I don't care for that one. Riot stock looks good here. It looks like it's going to go to 25, so that means Mara is... Where's Mara? Yeah, I mean, Mara lags behind. It's been lagging behind Riot. We should see that. Riot stock at 25 and Mara follow to 22 and then 25. I don't think I'm interested in APLD. It's going to have earnings today? Yeah, so don't care for that. Iran is still... that thing is still going. I'm not chasing that. Screw that. Screw that. AMC, is that the one with the pattern? Yeah, so AMC, that's another one. It's inside a bullish falling wedge. So that's another one to keep an eye on for the future. Meta, wow. It's about to get a crossover in the daily time frame. Let's look at the monthly time frame and make sure we are in a bull run. Oh, it has to recover now. You can see it wants to. Last time it crossed under here, we tanked for 2 months. So, and that happened this year. Huh. Interesting. Okay, so if this in order for this to avoid crossing under, it has to bounce off of that yellow line, which is a little more advanced of a topic. I don't want to get too deep into it because we can break it down and go to the lower time frames. But it has to, in order to not have 2 months of red, it has to hold here and bounce. So calls on this, not a bad idea, especially tomorrow, because if that crossover happens, it means we have momentum and we have the green, we have buyers on our side, and should be a green candle like this, as you can see on that crossover. And then it crossed over, I know it bounced off of that yellow line here and led to upside. So that's another good one. So that's another one for tomorrow. What else am I looking at for tomorrow? So this is what I do. I just go through and I'm like, what's looking good? Let's look at all the time frames. What should I buy? Netflix, we're fine on. We already have that. We already have Palantir on our watch list. I don't care for quantum stocks. I'm chasing those. BBAI, another day, another trade. Yeah, BBAI looking good. It's just sitting there at 7, so it's a buy. I give it a buy. The fact that it's holding there like that, it's a buy. Hood. 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 If this breaks out, that's going to 160 then 170. I'm gonna add that one as well for calls. Amazon, no, I don't care for you. I've got too many plays that need calls. So NVTS looks like a bull flag here, but it's too close to the top of this range for me to want to buy it. I'll just buy the other cheaper ones that are at bottoms. GRNY. If we break out tomorrow, then we could flip GRNY. We can do a flip on this. We can do a flip on that. Let me add to favorites. I think that's it. I don't see anything else. Today was a kind of just It was a nothing kind of day. Wow, PayPal just took a red day. Nice little pullback. Nothing to be concerned about. Microsoft finding support here at what, 520? 520? Yeah, 520, 519. I already flipped the calls on that, so I'm not going to get back in. Tesla finding support, but this thing it's just been going sideways up here since September 15. So it's been going sideways for a month up here. This could literally just be the top like last time, right? Last time it came up here, it went sideways for like a month and then eventually just tanked. So it looks like it's just repeating that. It's just going to go sideways here for probably a month and then it's just going to tank is what we would expect. That would actually be just a repeat of the pattern from last time. Funny enough, at around the same level. So it's just too dangerous to be buying up here. It's just better to wait for it to come down. If it doesn't come down, whatever, boo-hoo, plenty of opportunities elsewhere. Doesn't MVTS look like a head and shoulders? I think BBAI and NVTS will go to 10 plus. Like, I think that's inevitable, but what head and shoulders? Oh, zooming out. Let me look at the weekly time frame. Well, it's about to be a head and shoulders if buyers don't show up and break out on the bull flag there. That's a head and shoulders. I see it. That's a head and shoulders, but that's funny. We have a head and shoulders on the weekly. It's very clear on the weekly, but on the daily there's a bull flag here. So the question is, tomorrow, if we break out, does that invalidate that should invalidate the weekly? That should invalidate the weekly head and shoulder. That shoulder should be completely invalidated because it'll go to 8 and completely invalidate it. It would no longer be a shoulder. It'd just be going above this previous shoulder. That's funny. That's actually very interesting. So tomorrow is going to be very important. If it doesn't break out and hold above 8s, it would be bearish. Especially, it would be even worse if it just tanks. I see it. I see that. But keep in mind, Jomar, what did I tell you? What did I tell you? Let's look at the monthly time frame. Are we in a bull run? Yes. White line crosses the yellow line. We're in a bull run. So even though there's a bearish pattern on the weekly, because we're in a bull run, there's more strength to the upside. There's more buyers than sellers because that's what needs to happen in order to be in a bull run. To even get that signal here, there needs to be just more strength from buyers than sellers. So there's a higher chance that this is going to invalidate that head and shoulders kind of like what happened with Mara, right? There was a lot of bears on Mara. A lot of bears saying, oh, there's a head and shoulders. Here's a shoulder, here's a head, here's a shoulder, right? And there was people who were betting on a fall, right? Shoulder, head, shoulder. They were betting on this tanking to like $6, some ridiculous price target. What ended up happening this week here, it completely invalidated it, came back and retested, and now it's looking to go back to, mid-20s. So, we're in a bull run. So it's kind of, I think, we'll see what happens, but I believe it should head higher. Just based off of that information. Like, there's just a 80% chance we go to 10. And hold 8s tomorrow and invalidate that shoulder, and that would destroy the shorts in this. If there's shorts in this, what's the short interest in this? There better not be any stupid shorts in NVTS. Short interest, NVTS. I'm curious now. There's a 20. Is there no? Yeah. There's a 20% short interest on NVTS. So, so there are people shorting. There are people shorting NVTS. That would actually, if this breaks out, that's going to be interesting tomorrow. NVTS, very interesting for tomorrow. That's going to be one to watch. I don't care about GRNY. What else? Is there anything else here? Bull. What happened with Bull? It went to no. It went nowhere. Pumped a little day and that's it for a little. Yeah, it just pumped one day and that's it. AMD at resistance. I don't see anything else interesting here. GME, what is GME doing? No. Oh, GME is a buy, but it's a buy down here at like 23 and under. There's very clear line in the sand here. Like, buyers love it down here, so that's a buy down there at 23 and under. Definitely not a buy here. Let me look at that monthly again. So we are in a bull run. We're trending. I still don't trust it. I don't trust BMNR. For some reason, I trust MSTR over BMNR because I just don't know BMNR. Doesn't it follow Bitcoin or something? Not Bitcoin, Ethereum. I don't know. But it looks like a buy. Look at that. You know what? I'll scalp it tomorrow on a call. I can do that, but I don't think I want to hold it overnight for some reason. I just got a feeling. I don't know. Got to go with the feeling there. Sybil, we already talked about. Let me add it. I don't know why it's not added, but yeah. So like I was saying, Sybil, on the quarterly time frame, for the ones that weren't here, look at this Sybil chart. Okay? In October 2023, what happened? Big pump. Big pump here. It had a huge run here from 0015 to 0071. October of 2024, what happened this quarter? A huge pump from 0024 to 195. Then it was followed by a red quarter. Then a green quarter. Then a red quarter. So green, red, green, red. What would you expect this quarter? A green quarter. Which means it should pump, because we're just abusing a pattern here, a very obvious one to me at least. Green, red, green, green. I mean, you learned this in when you were a toddler. You had to put little blocks that are green and red in the right. Put the square in the square, right? You don't put the square in the circle. You learned this when you're a kid. Funny enough, green, red, green, red, green. You would expect a green quarter, but it's a quarter, right? So a quarter takes up 3 months. So it's not gonna. That doesn't mean it's gonna immediately pump. But sometime this quarter, we would expect a pump because it also just happens to be October 2025, and every October has been a big pump. So that's just something, to think about for the people who weren't here to listen to that a while ago. NVTS finishing strong. Oh yeah, it's about to close, right? I'm telling you, that's a bull flag. You can buy that. I wouldn't blame you for buying and positioning yourself for that bull flag breakout. It might even gap up, quite frankly. And there's 20% short interest on that. So it could literally just it could get that pump to $10. I'm in MSTR, but I'm not buying yet. I'm not adding more. That one I'll add more. Is there anything else here? No, there's nothing else. Lyft? No, I don't care for that stock. Bitcoin finding support here, so I'm going to keep an eye on that over the weekend to see how it performs. What's it looking like on the 15-minute time frame? Still in a downtrend. Needs to break that downtrend. If it can break that downtrend, then we look good. Yeah, it needs to break that downtrend. Yeah, it's going to be bearish if Bitcoin does not hold 120. Okay, that's it, guys. I don't think that's all there is to it. We got plenty. Look at that. Look at that list. Plenty of plays tomorrow. NBTS. I think that's a bull flag getting ready to break out. I think I'm almost tempted to buy here before close. Let me just check something. NBTS. Well, if it's, I hope it doesn't gap up. I'll day trade it tomorrow. Because if we're gonna have a strong green breakout, I should be able to day trade it no problem on the 3-minute time frame, just jumping in on the signal. Wow, that's a horrible. I don't know if the 3-minute time frame is gonna do it. Yeah, if we get a big run, quote unquote a big pump, I should say, for the day at least, we should get a signal in pre-market like this, and you can just buy stop loss underneath and ride it up and take like the 50-cent $1 profit, because that's what would need to happen in order for that. Bull flag to play out. It needs to break out and go to like at least a retest of 850. So there's money to be made there just day trading it. I just don't want to. I was tempted to buy here, but the thing is that means by doing that I'm accepting overnight risk. So I'm not gonna buy it. I pulled up I was ready to punch in my order for 1,000 shares, but I'm like, that if I buy now, I'm accepting overnight risk. Because what if it does gap down, right? So I'd rather just day trade it tomorrow. I'd rather just day trade it and not have the overnight risk. That's just being smart right there and not being greedy. Because some people would look at this bull flag and buy right now in anticipation of the big pump. I hope it doesn't just like a gap up. I would be pissed if it does. I would be pissed if it does. I would be so pissed. Yeah, look at that. I mean, we're in a bull. This stock is in a bull run, so more than likely, like I said, it just proved my point too. It's almost like it heard you, Joe Moore, and was like, okay, fuck that Joe Moore guy. Let's show him. The buyer showed up as soon as you opened your mouth. That's funny. That would be funny if that was like real. Like the buyers were like, oh, Joe Moore opened his big mouth. Joe Moore, you need to say something negative about NVIDIA. Call it a head and shoulders so that it pumps to 200 already. That thing's taking a while to get to 200. Before I go, I do want to say, sometimes you just have to think of these levels as magnets. So 200, in my opinion, is inevitable, right? It's going to happen. It just is. We don't know how long it's going to take to get there, right? It's not going to be a straight shot to that line, but that's what it is. This is the real move right here. That's the real move. Ignoring all the noise, all the red days, the real move is this. It's going to happen. It's going to go there. Maybe along the way it drops here and then eventually goes back to goes to 200. It's going to go there. You got to think of these levels like magnets because this trend's on the yearly. So that's the lesson I wanted to say. That's it. That's the like last minute lesson or whatever you want to call it. I just made it up right now on the spot. Last minute lesson before I go. Think of levels as a magnet. The price will go there, especially on a stock that's trending on the yearly time frame. LAES hit $6. Nice. Yeah, I saw. I bought before I said the head and shoulders comment. So you saw the head and shoulders, and then so you bought, and you're like head and shoulder shades just to see what I would say. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna hold it for. I'm not. Props to you, but I ain't holding that overnight because you never know what can happen. If it's gonna pump tomorrow, I'll be there day trading it, but I'm not taking the overnight risk. Hell, no, not me, at least. Loaded up 10K worth of shares of MSTR at 3.318. Let me see, where's MSTR? 318. I have not bought yet. We'll see. You bought at 318. I mean, if you're going for a flip, tomorrow should see like a nice little bounce to like 325. I'm going to wait and see if it does hold here, because this is like the last line of defense here, right at 318. So if it doesn't hold here, we would go down to 300, which is, I'll buy at 300. I'll buy there. I'm more than happy to buy at 300. I will load at 300. Where's the 200 WMA? What happened to my indicators? Where's the 200? There's the 200. What's the RSI at? The RSI's got to be low, no? On I don't even have the. Okay, there it is. I'm like, where the hell? Yeah. The RSI is at 40. So if it does come down to 300, the RSI would be under 30, which historically speaking is always a buy when it goes under 30, as you can see here. So that's something to keep an eye on for sure. It just crossed under on the MACD as well. Last time it did that, it was the bottom here, right? It crossed under, big red candle, it was the bottom, and then it bounced. So we could be seeing a repeat, right? So this could be, and that would actually make sense. Hell yeah, that makes sense. Let me add, I'm going to add with you. I'm going to add with you here. I think there's a nice bounce opportunity there. I'll add 10 shares. It'll go up $5. I'll take the $50. Why not? I'm okay with holding this overnight, funny enough, because it just follows Bitcoin anyways. I need to set a limit order for, is this PM extended hours? Yeah. What do I need to get filled at? I'm going to just put it at 321. I don't care. Just get me in there. Just fill me up. It's just 10 shares. Oops. Okay, let me just. What the hell just happened? Okay, never mind. Alright, I'm good. So, let me see if I get position, trade, MSTR, buy, slap that ass right now at, I don't care, just fill me at 370, at 320.75, I don't care. AM, PM, extended, send. Let's see if I get filled though. I need to see, before I alert it, I need to get filled. But I agree with you, Breachstone. That's a buy right there. This would make sense, especially the angle here. The angle of the trend line is usually like this. So it would make sense for it to bounce off of there. So I agree. Alright, I'll alert it in the Discord if I get filled, because I didn't get filled yet for some reason. Yeah, that's it. I got nothing else to say. Bitcoin bouncing off of that support here, so it kind of all coincides, right? MSTR should be finding support where it's at. Alright, I'll see you in the next one.